This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here with Craig de Blois from Noble Estates. Craig, how are you today?
I am excellent, thank you.
Now, you have been in charge of things at Noble Estates for how many years now?
It's been 2 years exactly, yeah.
2 years exactly. And what was your introduction to the world of wine, and how did you get into the wine business?
Well, that's interesting. I was a very excited beer drinker back in the day, and I think just a natural graduation into something that was a little more authentic and respected, I guess. My parents were big wine drinkers. My auntie Paula is in the wine business in California, and my grandfather was actually in the business in Boston. So I had a banking job right out of university and had the opportunity to live in Johannesburg and Zurich and Luxembourg and London, England, and was able to travel to the wine regions and really kind of feed on this passion and love for wine.
And what was your first job, I guess, within the industry?
So about 13 years ago, Stephen Campbell and Karen Doyle took a chance and hired a mediocre banker to help grow their retail sales. And I was with Lifford for almost 11 years, and really was very lucky to work with such an amazing portfolio and a great team of people, excellent sales team. And then 2 years ago, had the opportunity to buy Noble Estates from the Mirabelli family.
Now, Noble Estates have been around for 25 years now, is that not correct?
Yeah, we just celebrated 25 years, and Phil and Deb worked very hard for the first 23 and built an amazing company. It was very retail focused, very focused on Italian wines. Phil's native Calabrian, and I was really lucky to inherit such a great company and to finish the last two years of the quarter century.
How would you describe the philosophy of Noble Estates as an agency, and how does that relate to the people that you work with?
Well, I think as an agency we try to be very honest and upfront with our customers and our suppliers. We're always looking for balance in our portfolio. We love working with great iconic wineries, like Laurent Perrier, Champagne, Torrebrec, Farniente. But we also have great price-quality ratio wines that really over-deliver in the glass and can sell some big volume, like Cavit and Bottega. Bottega being the #1 Prosecco in the province. And we have a balanced sales force. We have young dynamos that are passionate about wine, and then we have some cagey veterans that really mentor these young people.
I've noticed that when I see your staff getting together, and there's some guys I've known from years and years ago at the LCBO, and then some young bucks who are very much entrenched in the restaurant scene in Toronto. It's a very interesting split you have there.
It's a great team. We have we'll soon be 23 people on the team.
Wow.
We have 3 MBAs. We have 3 sommeliers, and we're focused on being a fine wine agency, but also it's very important that we're a full service agency. I think suppliers demand that, wineries, distilleries demand that you service them at retail with the LCBO, you service them at restaurants, and provide great communication and great marketing support. So we try to come up with creative, dynamic marketing as well.
Now, Noble Estates in the past didn't have a huge consignment portfolio. What is the split today between your consignment and your retail work?
Well, I think when I started 2 years ago, it was maybe 1% of our sales, and we've grown that from we're about 10 times the size we were from 2 years ago. So it's been a real focus. We hired a full service team, and we now are involved in high volume consignment and space has grown every 6 months, and yeah, we're having a lot of fun doing it. Working with a lot of great restaurants in Toronto and Ottawa and the GTA, and even up in Sudbury. So yeah, it's been fun.
They buy wine up in Sudbury?
Yes, they love wine. It's cold, and they need some liquid pleasure to keep them happy.
So in your years in the industry, your many years in the industry now, what kind of changes have you seen in the wine business in Toronto, Ontario?
Well, there's a lot more sommeliers. No,
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a great thing. More educated people spreading the gospel and talking about our great wines. It's a good thing, and we have, being a wine lover myself, it's nice to talk to these people who really get what we're doing. Most of my friends, I grew up in Bowmanville, Ontario. I live in Brooklyn, Ontario now, and most of my friends are hockey guys that enjoy a nice glass of wine, but really don't always understand what they're drinking, and it's fun to play in both of those worlds. We're seeing great growth at the LCBO. The Vintages team and LCBO team are doing a really excellent job of providing a broad assortment of high quality wines, and the restaurant scene is quite exciting right now, and not just in Toronto but outside and in Ottawa as well.
Now, coming from the banking world, I'm sure you love your numbers, and with that love of numbers, you must be able to tell me a little bit about perhaps some trends that you can see or you would like to predict.
Well, I think Prosecco will continue to boom.
As it has done in Europe.
Yeah, everywhere really, and the shortage is true though. There is a shortage, and we're going to see prices increasing at Prosecco. One thing I like to drink and buy myself right now is Barolo. I think Barolo is an amazing wine with a great history and pedigree, but it is an excellent value compared to a lot of the great wines of the world. If you look at where Napa and Bordeaux and Burgundy are going, yeah, the prices are increasing. The U.S. dollar is really a bit of a challenge right now, so California, in particular Cabernet Sauvignon, has been dominant for the last 5-10 years, and we love it. So I hope it continues, but we are kind of watching the U.S. dollar and how that's going to impact our sales. Italy is still very strong.
One thing that has to be said about those Barolo, the modern Barolo, they are actually approachable from a much earlier age, right? So
yeah, I agree. I think the winemaking styles across the board we're seeing less tannic wines, and I think if you lined up a Barolo with a great Burgundy, you'd have a hard time, I guess, picking out which was which. I know I would.
Craig, thank you so much for joining us at Good Food Revolution today. We appreciate your support, and let's go and have another glass together.
Let's do it. Thanks,
Take care.
Jamie.
Bye-bye.